going to turn on the sound. Let's choose some sounds. Muchas gracias. Hey, friend, how are you? How are you? Okay, today I was at work, 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 work. And I don't understand why I have to keep going to work. I don't understand why I have to keep going to work. I'm a nice person. Like, I'm kind to children and animals. How long is this working going to continue? You're working on a reference guide for coins like you. See, I said coins. I be learning. These are the kind of things you pick up if you follow reflective fashion production. These are the kind of things you picked up. This is not curly hair. This is coily. See that? See how I be learning? Work, 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 work. Okay, I'm supposed to learn. So, if I'm not monetized, I could still listen to music. But somebody told me I need to hear this version of Juvenile and Megan Thee Stallion. DVD. I can find a version I can listen to. Because that's what we do. You can't hear me? What? Why? What? There's no sound. Prince took over the live and I missed it. The red robin. Red robin. Yum. Okay, I think the sound should be working now. It looks like it's working. Papa, can you hear me? The sound is back now. Hey. The sound is back. Okay. Okay, y'all. We about to listen to some rap music. If you're not a fan of rap music, why? There's so many different variations. There's so many different versions. Get into it. Excellent. I'm glad you can hear me now. I'm sad I missed Chris taking over the live, but I'm back at work. No, you could say you could hear me now. I'm from the South. That's how people talk. They don't say snow cone, they say snow kern. And they don't ask for oil, they say Earl. And his name is not Usher Raymond, but it's Ursher. Ursher. You know how Southerners do. You know how we do. Okay, y'all, I gotta play this rap song because I need to see if I like it. Somebody told me I need this in my life. I need it in my life, and so that's what we're gonna listen to. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hey, hey. Oh, all right, all right. That's enough of that. Somebody told me I had to hear it, so I had to listen to it. What you pop up here for? What is it, bud? You want a treat? Okay, this is the last one. That's the last one. Yeah, somebody's like, oh, you got to hear this version. Y'all know we like ratchet music. We love ratchet music. Your girl might be ratchet. You made him a granola bar with peanut butter and honey. So I used to make something like that. It was oats, not necessarily granola, but oats, peanut butter, and honey. I want to say it was like a Mediterranean thing. If I'm right, it was like a Mediterranean thing, but I cannot remember what it's called. Do you make your granola from scratch? Because I make my granola from scratch. Once I found out, like you buy it like a little 8 ounce bag of granola, and it's like $9. So I just buy my oats and I'll make my own granola because I'm not paying that. No. What I look like? Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. What is wrong, little buddy? I wish y'all could see the hard side eye he be giving me. He be like, listen, why you be talking to these people? Who are these people? It is the best. And you can put exactly in your granola what you want. I always make banana nut granola. So I use banana chips, walnuts, and I usually put some flax seeds in there. Then you can share with Prince. Obviously, you're not going to give him the flax seeds. What is it, buddy? You're so handsome. Mama loves the baby. Mama loves that's Mama's sweet boy. That's Mama's sweet boy. He is so needy. But I don't know why. Oh, what what is it? I love you. I love you, sweet boy. Oh, you're my sweet boy. I love you. Come on, get down. It's okay. Come on, get down. I do not make my banana chips. I usually just buy them. I guess I could make them because I buy organic bananas, and then you can either dehydrate them, or you can put them on like a cookie sheet parchment paper, and then slice them however slim you want them to be, and put them in your oven on like a lowest setting, like 200 degrees, and just let them. I probably could make my own banana chips. I usually would just buy them, but actually, I might just start making my own banana chips. It's okay, bud. That's actually a great idea. Okay. See, these the kind of things you pick up if you're not subscribed to Reflections Reflective Fashion Production. She will suggest to you that you make your own banana chips, and you will do it because it's a good idea. Okay. What, what is it? Get down. I love you. But what is it? Why are you so needy today? You keep jumping up here. I was on my call with my Spanish teacher, and he jumped up here again. Y'all, I feel like the people trying to take advantage of me. Listen, I appreciate you. This the kind of stuff you get from Reflective Fashion Production. She like, you could go buy this from the store, but you could be making it yourself. Are you putting all these concoctions in your water in your spray bottle? All you need is water. Boom. That song is in your rotation, that juvenile song. Listen. Now you know I came up on juvenile. When Cash Money took over for the 99 and the 2000, that was my era, honey. That was my era, honey. Cash Money was taking over for the 99 and the 2000, and that was me. Okay, so let's talk about my recent trip to Colombia. And I had such a wonderful experience. But why did the man tell me? So if y'all saw my live where the man was cooking, he was making coconut rice from scratch. He like cracked the coconuts, he poured out the water. I watched him make the coconut milk. I watched him make the coconut oil. He cleaned the chicken. He seasoned the chicken. Listen, this was all made from scratch, and it was delicious. But he said his city is the city of infidelity. And I was like, this could be any city in the world because I believe they're all the city of infidelity. Should we just stop expecting people to be monogamous? Is this where we are? We need to just stop looking for monogamy. Accept that the people, they going to be some hoes in these streets. Everybody a hoe out here. Is that what we going to look for? Is that what I have to look forward to? What am hoes at? You still too young for those words. I am against censorship, honey. If you gonna listen to Juvenile, you gonna listen to Juvenile. Yes, he said his city is the city of infidelity. He said that man will love you and he will protect you and he will support you and then he gonna cheat on you. And that's just the way it is. What say you? Why? If I mean, maybe, maybe we should not be looking for monogamy. Like, there's people out there who want monogamous relationships, but it's looking like the majority of people don't. So maybe we just need to expect that they just gonna be some cheaters, because that's what he said. He said, we help with the duties around the house. I hate to take care of my household. And then I'm a cheat. Now, he was trying to be funny. He's talking about, black men don't cheat. They all cheated on me. Do I just seem like the type of person who needs to be cheated on? No. I'm lovely. Y'all met me. I'm lovely. I'm kind to children and animals. I keep a nice house. Look at my melanin. I don't know. I don't see me putting up with that. But that's what I heard. These men is out here cheating. I don't understand, but I think that might be it. Do you think monogamy realistic? Is is monogamy realistic? I need to get these nails cut, Lord. Okay. Jalen, how are you? It says Jesus, but it's not Jesus, it's Jalen. said yes? Now, who out here said yes? Is monogamy is realistic? Why do you think that? Why do you think monogamy is realistic? If it's so realistic, why is it so difficult for people? Jalen, what's been going on? What is new in your world? I mean, why are you saying yes, you think it's realistic? Is it because you want it to be realistic or you honestly think it is realistic? Because I'm feeling like it might not be for the people. I feel like my hair should be darker. What is this in my hair? Oh, that's that's just a curl. I still have some blonde tips. You said you haven't found the right person. Okay, so I want you to think about the people that you know in relationships. And I think, and this is my personal opinion, perhaps we're looking at the exceptions to the rule and not the rule, right? So check it. When I think about the people I know who've been dating in relationships, I know more people who've been cheated on. Like I can think of a couple, maybe a couple of couples that I don't know that there's been infidelity. But I would say the majority, there's some infidelity there on one side or the other. So, are we applying these exceptions like, oh, we're going to be happily ever after and never going to cheat or anything like that? Those people might be the exceptions and not the rule because the rules seem to be people out here wilding. You believe if somebody who wants to be in a relationship who loves them and only them. See, I believe that they might love you, but they still gonna go out hoeing. I just I hear what you're saying, but I think we're looking at the exceptions and trying to apply that to be the rule. You see what I'm saying? I think we keep looking like, oh, I know a couple that they've been together and nobody's ever cheated. But the majority of people, is that their story. Because if we're looking at if the story for 75% of the people is that they out here cheating, is that not the rule? And those people who are not cheating are the exception. And so we out here applying our hopes and dreams to the exception and not the rule, right? I'm just saying, you might want to accept these folks gonna be out here cheating. It's just what they gonna do. They are hoes. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. If you see them, point them out. If you see them, point them out. See what I'm saying? There's some hoes in this house, right? I'm just saying. I think it's something to be considered. Like I'm looking at these relationships, these people out here wilding. I like to watch this one guy on Instagram. His name is Sir the Star. And Sir be hanging out with his friends. Beautiful, honey. He be working on that coconut derriere, right? But he likes men, and he has it has been revealed a couple of these men who's dealing with him also have girlfriends, and they be lying. You think if you have to cheat, you shouldn't be in a relationship. So let me think. I think about the people who now I can admit that I have never cheated. But I can say I have been cheated on. And so if I think about one of my exes, I think and I've told him this, he likes the relationship. He likes the cuddly and the holding hands, and we sending cute little love notes and things like that. That part of the relationship loves, but still wants to go out and hoe, right? And so then you gotta wonder, like, if you gonna do all that, then I had told him, I said, why be in a relationship? Why not just enjoy life? The reason is because he wants the benefits of relationship. He loves that caretaking, the cupcake, and the I made you something special. I picked out something I knew you would like. That's nice. People like that. But they don't want to honor that. But they like it. I don't know that I think the people are weirdos. I think this is their honest thing they want. But for some reason, like the society has said, oh no, this is bad. I'm saying, maybe it's not. That's all. I'm just putting it out there. I think there are men out there who only want to be with one person. But I also believe that there are men out there who want to love one person. That don't mean he ain't gonna have sex with other people though, because he just want to. Because and let me not say because it's always somebody say women cheat too. Yeah, but not like men. I mean, things are changing, so I think there are definitely women out there who like getting their life, but especially with all these people in these poly relationships. Hey, buddy. Hey, sweet boy. Hey, sweet boy. Like everybody out here talk about, oh, I'm poly. I'm poly. I want to be with multiple people. Do it need a name? It used to just be single. It could be it's like no, but you love more than one person. You could love more than one person. Do we need a name? I don't really feel like it need a name. That's me. I'm sure somebody who's gonna come on here and tell me they poly and they're gonna explain it all different. They're gonna be like, no, because it's not like what you think. It's not. It's like I'm in a relationship with multiple people and they know it. Ah, I just see this as single, and it doesn't really matter because I'm not in a poly relationship. But I just see it as single. Yeah, that doesn't mean they should have it. I like cake, but I'm not eating it every day. Well, I don't think the people cheat every day. But let's say, okay, neither one of us have a gallbladder, right? So certain things we're not supposed to have. Very, very sweet foods, very, very greasy foods. Like I don't do mayonnaise anymore, really. I don't do fried chicken like that. But I will still eat fried chicken, right? I didn't cut it completely out. I know it's not great for me, but I'm still gonna have fried chicken. That's what I'm saying. They like, I know I'm not supposed to be with these other girls, and I'm not doing it all the time, but maybe just sometime. Those men are out there, and I want them to stay far away from me. Women are so much worse. You're gonna have to. Women are so much worse. What that mean? Women are so much worse. What you mean women are so much worse? Do tell. You're gonna have to respectfully disagree on what? What does that mean that women are so much worse? What are you saying? Women are worse in what way? Words, I can't handle myself sometimes. I want to be with my person invested. Uh, I think that's lovely. I don't know if I think it's realistic. I think that's lovely. But I don't know if I believe it's realistic. I just haven't seen evidence that people not gonna be some trash out here. And let me not say trash, that's not fair. That they choose to be with multiple people. And I think there should be a level of honesty about it. If that's what you want to do it. But now they starting to call that poly. I want to be with John, Jim, and Bob, and I love them all, and they know that I'm all with them. We're poly. We're not in a relationship together, but I'm in a relationship with all these individual people. That just seemed like single to me. But let's call it poly. That just seemed like single to me. I just think, whatever. People are selfish. I don't know. I don't know if I would even call that selfish because I think if people would be honest, like let's say, like okay, let's say you're in a relationship with Jim, John, and Bob. I don't forgot the names I made up, but I love Jim the most. Jim is the person who just gets me. I love spending time with Jim. Jim is just the kindest, most loving person, but Jim don't put it down like John do. And John is so fun. Jim is intellectual. I love spending time with John. It's fun, and he likes to do spontaneous things. Right? That's a different one. Bob is like a protector. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's got their separate things. I would call dating those three separate people, and you could love them all individually, and they can even know about each other. They're now calling it poly. I just call it being single and enjoying your grown business. Howsoever, you don't want to think like that. It's too much. It might be too much for some people, but it seems to be the way people living their lives now. And they are enjoying themselves, honey. And I think, you know, I think I don't know where we got this idea that it was supposed to be this just singular relationship. Where did that come from? Because for all those people who believe in the Bible, there was a lot going on, right? They had all these different wives, so apparently people could be fine with it. That's just fine, just put it out there. It's an option. It's an option. But I don't know. I don't know if it's too much. I just think this is where people are now. Y'all, I have had the hardest time eating since I got back to this country. But yeah, I just think that's where people are now. You've always been just one person. You know why I think I'm a one person? Cause anybody got time for that? I don't have time in my day. It's so hard to keep one person happy and just interact with one person. Now I gotta start thinking about what other people want. I don't want to do it. I just don't want to do it. I would say I'm by myself for because I'm lazy, but I might be because that sound like a lot of work. You're gonna be in a relationship with three separate people, so you gotta remember what three separate people like, and go do things with three separate people, and interact with three separate people, and find out how three separate people's day was, and oh, it's three separate people's birthdays, it's three separate people for Valentine's Day, three separate people for Christmas. Anybody got time for that? Child, leave me alone. I don't have time in my day. This seems like a lot of work. I'm still trying to decide if I want to get a second dog. And I could leave him here by himself. Not for a long time, but you know what I'm saying. You talking about bringing in all these. Don't that seem like a lot of work? That's why when people be like, "Oh, I couldn't call you because I was so busy," blah blah blah. People out here having whole separate relationships, lying, keeping outside families and secret vacations and stuff like that. So if the person is just like, "Oh, I don't have time. I was so busy," that just means they don't want to be bothered. That's my opinion. Because that just seemed like a lot of work. See, you about to get back to writing your reference guide. That is a lot of work. But that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody got time for that. Child, I'm exhausted just thinking about it. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, no. Anybody got time to be keeping up with all these separate people? Like, oh, Tuesday I'm with this one, Wednesday I'm with this one, Monday and Friday I'm with this one, Saturday I'm with this one. So, I'm in my house with my dog. We watching Netflix and Star Trek. Anybody got time for that? That's too much. I believe if that's what people are into, that's what they into. But like even trying to keep up with a lot. Now I just made up three names and I cannot remember what them three names were. How do people keep this stuff straight? It just seemed like too much work. Honesty is so easy. Maybe that's why they start calling themselves poly, because now they be like, now I can finally quote unquote cheat, but everybody know about it. You ain't gotta cheat, just be single. Or actually I take that back, not be single because they want to be in a relationship, right? They like the benefits. So maybe that's where the poly comes in. I don't know. But that's a lot. Even trying to think about being poly, that seemed like a lot of work. I don't want to be with all them people. Oof. I just think about having a like, you think about going on a road trip, right? And think about if you had to go on a road trip and you had to be in a car with like one person. That's a lot for 3 hours. Now imagine it was four people. Child, I'm exhausted. Hey sister, how are you? I swear, people just be off the chain. Be single. But all of that, that just seemed like a lot of work. I just feel like you're putting in a lot of work. But if they not willing to put the effort in, so that's the part I think people need to think about. Cause all that I just said, that was a lot of work. Now you think about, cause that was a lot, right? Now you sit and think about like, okay, well, what if I'm just with this and I gotta keep track of what this person like, I gotta keep track of what this person like, I gotta keep track. That's why I say when people not willing to make the effort, people out here have a whole side relationships and stuff like that and setting all these dates up and secret. I saw this one woman find her husband at this restaurant in Atlanta. She showed up at the restaurant to slap the piss out of him. Now I said, now if he going through all this trouble to take some extra woman out, like this is what I say. If somebody telling you they didn't have time or they couldn't call you or text because they were so busy, that just mean they don't want to be bothered because he put a lot of effort into taking somebody out to a whole separate restaurant. So people do what they want to do. The fro is froing. Like, listen, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this, cause goodness gracious, my hair is so thick, dense. That's what you call it, not thick, dense. My hair is dense. Yeah, I just don't know. I think, okay, see, somebody said they don't think it's realistic. I feel that. Because I'm saying, like, for the people who think this monogamy is realistic, I just don't think it is. I think we've been looking at all of these relationships and we're idealizing the exceptions and not the rule. Because the rule is people out here cheating. What is it, bud? I think the rule is people out here cheating. So we require you to have advanced protection to keep it secure. To complete your setup, you must have a strong password and two-factor authentication. What the world? That's enough, Dante. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. You know why? Genius lives within me. Now I know what you're thinking. Ugh, she's modest. Not. I'm not. Not. Stop. That is a carpet, not do your dog do this where they try to scratch and they like moving stuff to make themselves comfortable? It's carpet. It's not the ground. It's not dirt. You're scratching up my carpet. You're messing up the carpet, the pile. That's what they call it, the pile. Stop messing up with the carpet pile. Listen, I want us all to be happy, but I also want us to be realistic. And the realistic thing, I think people need to listen. When you set these expectations for happiness and great treatment, just set them for yourself. Make yourself happy. Treat yourself nice. Because I just think you set yourself up for disappointment looking for this from somebody else. I'm sure somebody be like, that's sad. There's good people in the world. Of course there are. I don't think just because somebody cheat, that mean they're not a good person. They might not be. If you're trying to have a monogamous relationship, now they might not be great in their relationship, but that don't mean they're a bad person, right? I just think you got to be able to separate these things. That's my personal opinion. Obviously, since I'm the one saying it. But it's just my thoughts on these things. Like, what is it? I swear, this little dog today. What is it, Dante? What is it, buddy? You keep jumping up here. I don't know why he keeps jumping up here, y'all. He just keep jumping up here. He's got He keep trying to get under the desk. I don't like to let Dante sit under the desk because he gonna get under there and he's gonna disconnect the Wi-Fi. I need to figure out another place to put it where the dog won't get to it. He's so handsome. You're just a handsome man. But I need you to not jump up here. Yeah. I be having thoughts and stuff. I be having thoughts and stuff. And I just share my thoughts. Feel free to share your thoughts. Prove me wrong. It's always gonna be somebody like, I've been with my spouse for 27 years and we've been faithful the whole time. So you think. Or they make up words like, "Oh, it's not a real affair. It was an emotional cheating." Oh, okay, because that's different. It's not an affair unless you actually do something. Mm, I disagree. I disagree. What is it? You can't get under there. No, Dante. What is it? You can't get under there. You're being such a good boy. I love you. He's such a good boy. He is such a good boy. I think what I need to do is pick this afro out into a large globe. That's what we need. We need globe afro. We gonna, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tension blow dry it and just let it be huge. I did that for my birthday last year. Maybe I'll do it again for my birthday this year because I don't like putting heat on my hair. But anything's possible. See, es posible. No, no, no. Y'all, this dog. He do not give up. He does not give up. All right. Well, I was on here for a little bit. I shared my opinions. I'm going to go ahead and come offline. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm just trying to get back into the swing of my live stream, but I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. We're going to get into the swing of things. We're going to get into the swing of things. Okay, let's see. I'm going to stop the stream. I'll be back tomorrow. Reach out if you have questions. Hopefully, I have answers. You know what? I be having opinions. May or may not be the answer, but it'll definitely be an opinion.